Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Thursday to you all. Let us continue with some new music. Today, yet another debut. This one's also kind of an interesting story because it's kind of like a Phoenix story in a way. Because UO, formerly of TST, who were a group that kind of like quietly went off the radar in 2020, has made their solo debut with a little mini album and title track for their song Dashi, which in English apparently is the song titled Restart on the album. Thank you, Spotify, for cross referencing that for me. And yeah, of course, you know our rule here, every debut gets a chance to shine on the channel, and that's what we're gonna do today. So, here we go. I never, at least to my knowledge, never listened to TST. I didn't know anything about the group. I had to do a little bit of research to it. But it's always really interesting to listen and read a kind of like Phoenix story in a way when it's a member that say leaves a group and goes solo, or leaves a group to join another group, or as someone who was on a hiatus for a really long time and decides to come back to the industry. It's just seeing someone get a second shot at a career, I think, is super interesting to watch along with. It shows a lot of tenacity and a lot of fight for what they want to do. I think that's really cool. Some of my favorite artists have been people that just kept battling through, and even though they had like kind of been left to die, decided to fight back and fought their way back into the industry. Like thinking like Umbi from formerly of Eyes One, before that of Yeah, who's now gone solo, essentially for like 5/7 of Dreamcatcher, of course the famous Minx story, such as everyone from IOI. And it's like seeing people thrive through adversity just makes me feel so proud of them, even though I have no idea who they are, who they might be. We love to see Trooper. So here we go. Tashi. Apparently, they also dropped a pre-release, but I missed that. Oh, we going for a soft piano anthem? Am I about to be in my feels today? I think I'm going to be in my feels today. I do like the vibe of the song though. Oh, change the chord sequence a little bit for this pre-chorus. Bring in some like marching band snares. Delay the drop. I'm liking the little swells he's including in his songs. Or like you can really feel the song when you listen to it, whether it's just through like the volume or like the emotions, or like even now like the lower end of the song is a little bit further back in the mix and lower in the mix, so it's a lot top heavy now. And now we brought the bottom end back, switch the chords into the pre-chorus. Short pre-chorus, and then the full release. straight into the bridge. Do you hear like the swelling each chord is doing? Oh, I hear you string section in the background. It's such an appropriately titled song. It really does. No, actually. Is this a B-side? Was that a B-side on the album? Because that sounded pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. That was such a, I think, really appropriately titled song for me, because it really did, like, I don't know Korean. I know how to kind of read some of the letters. Like, I know how to read dashi in the title. But I don't know what words mean in Korean. What I do know is how to understand music a little bit. Kind of. I have kind of like BS my way through explaining music sometimes, but that's besides the point. The song really does feel like an uplifting kind of like. The song's titled Restart, and it does feel like an artist like saying, hey, let's try this again. And it does feel like this uplifting song that's like encouraging the listener to like try again. And I think it's that uplifting nature of the song that just makes it hit, like his story kind of hit that much harder, because it really is a song that just is so comforting but at the same time really encouraging. And it's a really well written song in that it's very basic things about music theory and like how they're increasing the volume for every musical phrase up until the chorus, have a nice big flourish in the chorus, or like changing the chords in the pre-chorus to make sure the listener knows they're in the pre-chorus, or having little swells within the accompaniment part. It's really subtle things like that that on the surface might not look like it's doing a lot, but once it's put into the entire package as a whole, it really does like really push the point across a lot stronger. And just the nature of the song, the pacing of it, the melody, and the chords that are being used kind of tell the story already, where it's like there's a very like subtle underlying kind of like angstiness to it, or like darkness, where it is like your internal struggles or your like past struggles, what have you. But as the song progresses, it gets brighter and more powerful and more fuller, and that's kind of like signifying you and like the music telling you to push through it, to keep going, to try again. And I love that. I love when a song can paint a picture for you, whether it be like a natural thing or whether it be kind of like a drive to do something. They're both, it's that concept of music affecting the mind to like positively impact you in a way, whether it's to like paint a nice calm like relaxing scene, or paint like a really aggressive battle, or kind of just like give you a little nudge in the right direction. All those things, it's just more examples of music being a really powerful tool for the human mind, and I really like this. And just the fact that the story is, again, it's the whole like Phoenix artist thing. I love a good story, and it pains me whenever I see a group disband or even lack of hearing from a group before they just like get lost in the history books. Because it's always sad when something ends. Trust me, I've being an Eyes One fan and a G Friend fan right when I was like at the peak of getting into K-pop hurt. Like 2021, whoo, that was not a fun year. But that's besides the point. It's like it's always sad when you see a story end. And sometimes new stories don't come around, but when they do, they hit that much harder for me. I'm just proud. I'm proud of Yuo for making a re-debut on his own. So congratulations on the debut, solo debut slash re-debut. Hopefully you do well, but that's it for me today. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy and want to see more, channel icon is up there. You can find the back catalog of stuff I watched in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch this video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time, bye bye.